Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline. Welcome back to my channel, True Crime Weekly. So today we're going to be talking about the Evelyn Boswell case update. Yesterday, Saturday, I had uploaded a video, and sadly, I and the rest of the world learned that the investigators do believe they found poor baby Evelyn Boswell's remains. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, where they found them at, but mainly I would like to take this time and dive deeper into the history and the background of that family. So let's jump right in. I'm going to have to look down at my notes just a little bit, because first let me say, this family has so much chaos and violence in their past. It is so mind-blowing. I mean, just mind-blowing. So, first let's talk about the discovery of possibly baby Evelyn's remains. This precious, beautiful baby was found, her remains was found in the 500 block of Muddy Creek Road, which is in Blountville, Tennessee, which is Sullivan County. So, like I said before in my other video, this hits home. It is very close to where I live, and it is just a horrible, tragic way that this baby was treated. Alright, so let's get into her family's background. Alright, so we are going to first talk about the backstory of the family, like I said. But now, we're going to have to go back to 1993. So let's go back to 1993. Angela Boswell, which is Evelyn's grandmother, gave birth to her and Tommy Sr.'s son, which is Tommy Jr., aka Mike. But throughout this video, I'm going to just stick with Tommy Jr. because that's how they have him listed in all the news articles. So that way nobody's confused. I'm not confused. This case confuses me. Anyways, this, not case really, but the background of the family, it's a lot. It is really a lot to keep up with. So I'm going to try to explain best as I can what happened and what went on. If you have any questions or comments, or you have any info yourself, leave it in the comment section below. Alright, thanks. Alright, so she gave birth to their son. Alright? Which then a few months later, after the birth of Tommy Jr., Tommy Sr. got an assault charge. I cannot find out on who, what happened, where was it at, I mean, what county. I can't find out anything. All I can see is he had an assault charge around 1993. And that is totally it. Then, in 2001, their second child came along, which is Megan Boswell, baby Evelyn's mother. Alright, so then they were going to hop to March 2009. Now, in March 2009, Tommy Sr. called the police. When he called the police, he stated that Angela Boswell, Megan's mama, Evelyn's grandmother, stabbed Tommy Sr., Megan's daddy, Evelyn's grandfather, with an ink pen in his neck, and that their 14-year-old son, Tommy Jr., was trying to get his mom off of his dad So now Angela Boswell and her son, Tommy Jr., is struggling to rescue their dad. Then, so it's quiet, I guess, as far as I can see and read, it was quiet from March 2009 to February 2012. Alright? Angela and Tommy Sr. was separated at this time. Tommy Sr., their son Tommy Jr., and a third identified male went to their home where Angela was living, which was the 543, same address where they possibly found Evelyn's remains a few days ago. But in 2012, Angela was still living there at Muddy Creek Road, 543 Muddy Creek Road. Angela and a man named Brandon Yates was living there. Angela was living there and Brandon was spending the night with her. When all of a sudden, Angela heard her husband, they were still married, truck pull up, which is Tommy Sr. Brandon stated that Tommy Jr. was banging on the door, yelling, "Come out, come out. I'm going to whoop you with this, or beat you with this baseball bat." Or Brandon said some sort of a wooden club. It's a bat, probably. I'm saying a bat. Alright? And Brandon said he did go out. He went out. But he was going out to leave the property. So he is running down the driveway trying to get away. And he hears a vehicle behind him. He turns around, looks. It's a gray Chevy truck that says Tommy's Paving on the side. So it was Tommy Sr. driving the truck. So all of a sudden the truck hit Brandon. Tommy Sr. hit Brandon with the truck. Brandon said he flipped over the truck and landed in the driveway. He said then 3 men were surrounding him. He said it was Tommy Sr., Tommy Jr., and the third unidentified male. They were kicking him, punching him, and screaming at him. Finally, he broke away, ran to the neighbor's house for help, and that's when they called the police. Well, the police called Tommy Sr., the detective called Tommy Sr., and Tommy Sr. confessed and said, "Yep, the 3 of us sure did work him over." So he confessed right there. So Tommy Sr. hung up. A warrant was put out for Tommy Sr. and Tommy Jr., which he's 19 at the time. Tommy Jr. is. And they had a warrant out for him for attempted murder. Now, I've looked everywhere. I cannot find out what a bond was, how they got out. It's either you get out in before you're charged with a crime. Usually, you get a bond or you go to court and they let you out on a pre-trial, which means that you're waiting on your trial, not necessarily with, a judge and people, jury, not necessarily that, just that it basically, pre-trial means that you're still not actively charged with that charge, but you're in the process of being charged with that charge or another charge they see fitted if they lower your charge. So, with that said, I'm not quite sure how much the bond was, what the stipulations was of the bond, or anything like that. But I do know that Tommy Sr. got out either on bond or pre-trial, which usually, now I know in my state, or my county in Tennessee, you do not get out on a pre-trial for murder. You don't. That don't happen. Usually it's bond. It's some type of bond. You'll have to make it. Now, with that being said, excuse me, he did get out because July 2013, which was 15, 16 months after the incident at the house with Brandon Yates happened, Angela and Tommy got back together. Angela Boswell and Tommy Sr. got back together and welcomed their third child into this world, which was Elijah. Soon after, Tommy Sr. and Tommy Jr. struck a plea deal, considering Tommy Sr. had another baby. So they struck a plea deal, and got probation. So my guess is that they've dropped that attempted murder charge to assault. Either assault or assault with a deadly weapon. Because you do not get put on probation for a murder. Now, with that being said, you could get 50 years and then 20 years probation. But you don't go from out on bond to a plea deal, no jail time, and right on probation for murder. That does not happen. I could not find where it said if they dropped it to another charge. It's just me guessing that they've dropped it to assault or assault with a deadly weapon. So, then we're going to jump to September 2014. Angela filed for divorce from Tommy Sr. Now, Angela wanted custody of Elijah, which is 1 year old at the time, and Megan, which is 13 at the time. Angela got granted custody from the courts for Elijah and Megan. But a year later, here comes another child they welcome into the world. So around 2015, late 2015, which was Charlotte Boswell. Alright? Then jump to, I'm sorry guys, I know this is so confusing. Trust me. Okay? Try to keep up though. Alright, so jump to fall 2018. Angela and Tommy Sr. was yet separated again. Angela was shuffling the three kids, which at the time, Megan, which was pregnant, Elijah, and Charlotte. She was shuffling between Muddy Creek Road address, her dad's address, Angela's dad address, which is Megan's grandfather, and that was in Kingston. And then an apartment. I don't know who owned the apartment, or if Angela owned it, or she was staying with somebody at that apartment in Johnson City, Tennessee. So Angela got caught driving on suspended license numerous of times during this time. Tags expired. So she was getting jailed numerous times around her shuffling the kids from address to address to address. Alright? So Tommy Sr. wanted the judge to give him custody, saying that Angela was endangering their children. At this time, Tommy told the judge in a petition for a restraining order. So Tommy Sr. is getting a restraining order against Angela Boswell, Megan's mother. He told the courts during the restraining order hearing that Angela, is out for blood. Tommy Sr. said, "She told me I will get revenge when I get released from jail." He said, "I'm scared for my life and in fear of the life of my children," which is Megan, Elijah, and Charlotte at the time. He told courts that Angela was using illegal drugs in front of the children and having known criminals around them. He was awarded custody and a restraining order at that time. Alright, guys. Now, we're getting into real life time here. Alright? We're going to talk a little bit about each of them, the key players, which is Tommy Sr., the dad, Tommy Jr., the son, Angela Boswell, the mother, Megan Boswell, the daughter of Tommy Sr. and Angela, and the mother of Evelyn, baby Evelyn, precious Evelyn. Alright? So, Tommy Sr. and Jr. have their own company. It's a paving company, which Elijah and Charlotte live at the address where they work out of their home at 543 Muddy Creek Road. Which again, let me state that I have not read this in any news report or heard that it is 543 Muddy Creek Road where they found Evelyn's remains. But in the news where they came out, press conference, I'm so sorry. In the press conference, it's been a long day. In the press conference where they came out and stated that they do believe it is Evelyn's remains they found, they said the 500 block. Now, with that being said, I have heard other people on the internet, social media, saying that it's 543 Muddy Creek Road, which is Tommy Sr.'s home address. Allegedly, they had found the remains there. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's not in the news or the press conference, but I'm